is an anti-hero, and you get the Punisher, who is also an anti-hero.
And they love killing people. And Daredevil
is a pacifist in a way. He's a pacifist in that he doesn't kill, but he's like Batman. He's not going to kill you, but he's going to beat the ever-living shit out of you.
Yeah.
But it's this idea of the ideals. What are Daredevil's ideals versus Punisher's? Every conversation the two of them have, the entire season pretty much, is their ideals are, is it okay to kill people? And I think that lends credence to Charlie Cox and John Bernthal playing their characters as well as they did. I mean...
Well, good enough to where they're going to do an entire Punisher show.
And let's be honest, John Bernthal nailed the Punisher, like, perfectly.
Why did he get so many monologues, though? I felt like every other episode this guy was getting a huge monologue.
I don't know about that one.
And that was the big problem that I had with Season 2. I enjoyed watching Season 2. It was entertaining, but there again, I have horrible taste in things. But Daredevil Season 1 outweighs Daredevil Season 2.
I agree. Daredevil Season 1 is the better season, but...
We never got... Also, I mean, we're talking about Daredevil. We never got the crossovers with... Did we see Jessica Jones? We didn't see Jessica Jones in Season 2. Did we see Matt Murdock in Jessica Jones?
The only person who is the unifying character with all these people is...
Claire Temple.
Rosario Dawson.
Rosario Dawson.
Season 2 of Daredevil, I believe it is. No. Season 1 of Jessica Jones.
Well, her and Luke Cage.
Features the female lawyer that's Foggy Nelson's fuck buddy, essentially. I can't think of her name.
Blonde?
Yeah, she appears in Season 1 of Jessica Jones.
But barely. But then that shows that they're still connected in some way, because Foggy used to work there.
Yeah.
And of course, Luke Cage was in the first season of Jessica Jones.
And Trinity the boss?
She's not the boss, but she's a partner.
She's the senior partner. She's the head, essentially. Yeah, Carrie-Anne Moss. Jerry or something is her first name.
Yeah.
And she appears in Season 2 of Daredevil at the end to offer Nelson a job.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
She did.
But
he turned it down because, can't break up.
Bros before hoes.
Basically. I think now's a good time to segue over to Jessica Jones and hit that up
speaking
real quick,
of Jessica Jones, what did you think? Jessica Jones.
It was boring. It was good, but it was boring.
And there's James.
Well, why do you think it was boring, though, I guess is what I want to ask. I can see there's points where it was
I had issues.
They stretch stuff out.
They had to meet that quota.
That's what I'm saying, and they're doing Season 2. What the hell are they going to do with Season 2?
Unless they're going to... Well, I know
Luke
they're
Cage
going
and her having a kid be the only thing I can think of.
Well, they're going to look into the company that allegedly gave Jessica her powers, because I know that was kind of a big thing towards the end. There's that company. I can't remember. It was some acronym. I can't remember the name of it.
Oh.
But her mom, or her foster mom, brought over files to Patty's apartment. And that's another thing. Patsy Walker. Are we going to get Hellcat?
No.
Yes, no?
No.
Well, she doesn't actually go by Patsy in the show, though. She goes by Trish, which is... It's still Patsy Walker's who it is. Trish is her middle name.
Yeah,
but
so... And we've seen her train.
Patricia, sorry.
So maybe Season 2 of Jessica Jones, we can get Hellcat.
She does start practicing, like, kickboxing and stuff, but I don't know if we'll get a Hellcat.
She does.
It's all in the past for her, though.
What is?
With her and Jessica, it's all in the past. Everything with Hellcat and all that stuff is all in the past with them.
No, it isn't.
From what they said, yeah, it did. How she said that she used to help people and all this stuff.
That was Jessica being Jewel.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Being Jewel.
They haven't said anything about her being Hellcat.
But wasn't Hellcat around when Jewel was doing her thing?
In the comics.
Yeah. So, I mean, other than that, why would we think that she would go back to being Jewel?
Well, she went.
Was Hellcat around whenever Jessica Jones was just being Jessica Jones?
Yes.
Yeah.
She still is.
There's 2 Hellcats, though. If I remember,
don't confuse us.
Anyways. Well, the first one was her trainer, is the difference.
And then there was Simpson, who was a giant dill hole.
You know who he really is?
I can't remember his villain name. Nuke.
He's the guy who kickstarts the event of Civil War. The guy that blows himself up.
In the comics?
If I remember right, it's Nuke, is who it is. And I'm kind of glad they didn't do his actual comic book face, because he has the American flag tattooed on his face.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Oh, that would have been amazing.
I would have laughed if they did do it, but...
That would have been good.
He did really good. I actually really liked him. I liked him.
So wait, in Civil War, a dude with American flag tattooed on his face killed a whole bunch of school kids?
If I remember right, it's him, yeah.
Seems like real
It's
life.
either him or a guy named Nitro. It's one of the two.
Jesus Christ.
Anyways, but...
And can't she fly in the comics?
She used to be able to. She doesn't actually do it anymore.
Is there any explanation as to why she can't fly anymore?
I don't know.
Because she's now on a boring-ass Netflix TV show?
Well, okay, so the villain of Jessica Jones is Kilgrave. We all know this.
No, it's the Doctor.
The Doctor. I mean, of course, that's all we see now when we see David Tennant. Is the 10th Doctor.
Why would you see anything else?
I don't know.
It's the Doctor.
It is the Doctor.
It's David Tennant, Mr. Kilgrave, Mr. Purple, whatever. Purple Man, which
I'm really upset
amazing
that
bad
he
guy.
didn't have purple skin. That bummed me out. He didn't have purple hair or purple
How
skin.
odd would it be to see somebody walking around town with purple skin, though?
Cottonmouth is bright fucking green in the comic books.
Really?
Well, I don't think his skin is, but he wears a bright fucking green outfit.
I would have been okay with that. I think it would have worked well with that actor's
And
skin tone.
we'll get on to Cottonmouth in a bit, but
that's the thing about
they got to change
bright ass colored suits, man.
What?
I do like
white people can't pull that shit off.
Well, no. I like
okay?
that.
That is definitely an African American thing. And to say that Cottonmouth can do that, absolutely he can fucking do that.
And he's like, that's a very attractive man. He could wear fucking anything he wants and he'd still pull it off because his character is that intense and creepy.
I like the nods to their original suits, though. I don't know that Daredevil had one, but Jessica Jones, it shows the jewel outfit.
Yeah, I remember that.
And it's like exactly comic book accurate. And
but
she's
she had
like,
purple
that
hair,
looks
though.
like
she
ass.
wore a purple wig, didn't she? When she was Jewel?
I think so. Either it was a wig or her hair was dyed. But
so anyway, season 1 is her hunting, or season 1 because there's season 2. Is her hunting down?
Well, there's not a season 2 yet, but they're
shooting it right now or something.
Yeah.
Season 1 is
her
backstory
hunting down
for
Kilgrave.
Her. Yeah, and
it doesn't start off.
No,
and her drinking a lot.
God, she's an alcoholic, but
and having sex with Luke Cage a lot.
I mean, I can't fault her for that.
You never would.
Would you?
Well, no, but it's not. That's whatever.
Anyways, so she, it's her backstory. Like, you don't really get hardly any origin, but that in a way is okay for me.
You get,
like, I don't really need to know it.
Origin. I
You
mean,
get a lot of origin.
But the only thing you really need to know is that she tried to be a hero, and then she was found out by Kilgrave, who started mind controlling her and basically keeping her and raping her, and she's like haunted.
Again, not for the kids.
No,
none of the Netflix stuff is for kids.
And
I would argue that not even the MCU stuff is for kids.
Oh, that's who they pandered to, man.
I know, but I just get really annoyed when some loud 8-year-old is in the movie theater. I'm trying to enjoy this, and their kid is like...
You enjoy it?
I said I'm trying to enjoy it, but there's a kid in front of me.
Well, you made a fatal flaw in trying to enjoy a movie. You went to an MCU movie.
Okay, see, remember we talked about...
But
remember
Guardians.
we talked about No Agenda?
Guardians is it, yeah. Guardians, I love Guardians.
Anyways, no.
And Ant-Man. Loved Ant-Man.
Ant-Man.
It's almost, I want to say it's a redemption, but it's really not, because spoiler alert, she beats him.
Yeah, the good guy wins in a comic book thing.
She snaps his neck. I mean, that was brutal in itself.
I liked her final words to him. Smile.
Wait, she snaps his neck?
Yeah.
Did the world go up in arms about that? Because, man, snapping necks on screen, it's a slippery slope.
Well, I mean, in the TV show, people were like...
it can already lead to alcoholism. She's already got that.
Slippery slope, man. Just saying that,
You kill one, when are you going to think, well,
Zod's neck got
one.
snapped. Just saying.
Oh. See, you're doing it again.
Sorry.
God.
Segways.
Shut up.
No. So, Jessica Jones didn't leave me excited for Daredevil season 2, the third Netflix show. It did not leave me excited at all. Like, I was dreading it because I knew I was going to watch it.
So you were dreading watching Luke Cage because of Jessica
No,
Jones?
Daredevil.
No, Daredevil.
Which
right. Never mind.
And then I got into Daredevil season 2, and I was like, all right, I'm good.
Well, they're two different things, and
they are, but I don't.
Here's the thing with Jessica
I just
Jones.
don't get it, man.
Jessica Jones has so little content out there. They did the Brian Michael Bendis run, which was like 4 volumes, and of course
that he never finished. I'm assuming.
Well, the Purple Man was like the last volume.
I don't know. I've never read any Jessica Jones.
And like
because Bendis doesn't finish anything.
And then there was some stuff with New Avengers. Like, she's been around, but there's not a lot. And especially if...
So then why pick such an obscure person?
Because she actually was a part of the Defenders. And that's what they're doing. Like that's the main thing with this. Is that they're trying to build a Defenders team. And Jessica Jones was a part of the Defenders.
What, you couldn't give us Iron Fist first? and let us love that shit, and then give us a season 2 of that.
We're already
and then
facing
do
issues
Defenders?
with Iron Fist, though, because of the fact that he's the controversy that Iron Fist happens to be a white man.
Iron Fist is white.
And
Danny Rand has been around, and he's always
yeah,
been Danny
and he's
Rand.
been around since the 70s, and he's
Iron
always
Fist has
been
never
white.
been Asian.
No.
Ever.
But again,
And
there's
people
this,
get up in arms about it, and it's like...
Because they're ignorant.
Yeah.
Well, not only... It's not just the whole Danny Rand thing, but in previous works, it's always like The Last Samurai. It's like some white guy shows up and he appropriates a different culture.
The character
and,
is...
like the white savior thing.
The character... What? He learned Kung Fu from a freaking place in New York, right? Or something like that, and then he got sent off to a shout.
He learned it from Kunlun.
Yeah.
Kulund?
The way that they're giving it to
Kunlun.
us in the show at the end of Daredevil
It's a
season... No,
mystical
Luke Cage.
country.
You see Rosario Dawson pick up pull a thing.
For Colleen Wing. Colleen Wing is an ally of Iron Fist.
Yes, for
Okay.
lessons.
And...
Well, she doesn't teach him. He teaches
No,
her,
but
if
that's
I
what I'm
remember
saying.
right. But yeah.
Okay, so that was like a little Easter egg.
At the
leading
very
into
end of
Iron
Luke
Fist.
Cage.
Okay, I didn't catch
The
that.
hard
Yeah.
part for me with the Netflix shows is the timeline, almost. But if I understand correctly,
Isn't it
Luke
all
Cage is
happening
set
at the same
before
time?
all of them. Because Luke Cage, he
Luke
doesn't
Cage
know
is set
Jessica Jones.
after.
No, Luke
Is
Cage
it?
is set after Jessica Jones. Because remember, Luke Cage bounces halfway through Jessica Jones.
He does.
But you have the backstory to Luke Cage, of course, in Luke Cage that they go through. But remember, it says, "Why did you leave Hell's Kitchen?" Because he's in Harlem.
Yes, and I do think I have to state this really quickly. Netflix, not necessarily Netflix, but the creators of these specific shows have made the parts of New York, the boroughs, their own characters in a way. Harlem is a character in Luke Cage.
Well, yeah, just
They
like Hell's
discussed
Kitchen
that.
is.
Yeah.
Which
And-
you have to do to have a successful show like this. There has to be more than just
The characters.
these characters running around doing things. But the brilliant part about it is that right now there's only one costumed character out there, and that's Daredevil. Luke
And-
Cage doesn't have an outfit. I mean, and he never gets an outfit,
Love
really.
the throwback to his original outfit, though.
Oh, where he has the
It's
thing.
so
where-
funny.
That
You
was
look
pretty.
like a fool.
Yeah, it takes off the head thing.
And then what does he say later? He's like, I can't run around looking like some runaway slave or
Yes.
something like that. Because he has like the brace.
Yeah.
And then when he's running through after he swims out of the prison or whatever,
Yeah,
and he gets the
yeah.
yellow
Steals the-
shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
And Jessica Jones, I mean, outside of Jewel, her persona of Jewel, she doesn't have a costume
No, and
either.
she doesn't in
No.
comic books either.
No.
And Luke Cage has transitioned to just a yellow T-shirt and blue jeans, and he still wears the bracers. But other than that, that's pretty much it.
I doubt he'll wear anything like that.
If anything, it'll be just like a wristband or something, and even then he won't.
No, he won't wear anything.
But I
And
like
then-
the
but
nods.
what is Iron Fist gonna wear? Is he gonna wear like
It's
the
the
high
The deep
collar,
V, baby.
deep V?
The deep V.
No, it's the shirt. It's a green button-up shirt that he leaves unbuttoned.
Yeah,
for
that
us
you
to
can see the tattoo. Yeah.
I thought
That's
is
like
he,
the
is he gonna get the jogging suit?
Entertainment Weekly stuff that you see the
Yeah,
promo shots.
that's pretty much his costume. Is what he's going to wear.
Damn, I wanted like the high collar thing.
The running
deep
suit
V.
would have been hilarious. The black with the gold pinstripes down the side.
That
But how good would it be if Defenders did something like that, where they, for one brief episode, somebody gets knocked out, and they just have this vision of like
Like
them
a
running
drug
around,
costume?
yeah,
Like a
running
ni-
around and
like a 1970s drug trip.
Oh, it'd be so
like how
good.
it looked back then.
Jessica Jones gets really drunk and just has this
Yes.
vision.
Oh man.
And then Luke Cage just yells "Sweet Christmas." But I mean, Luke Cage is, in my opinion, Luke Cage is actually probably my favorite.
You're not even done with it.
I'm not done with it, and that's the point, though. That's how good it is. I'm not done with it, and it's already my favorite of the
And
shows.
Luke Cage gets the most flack out of all of them.
Because it's the most political out of all.
Oh yeah,
Like you have a show like this where they're trying to.
Well, and it was written during all the violence, the police, the
It was
Black
written
Lives Matters and-
during Black Lives Matter and police shootings, and you have a bulletproof black man who is the lead of this show. Of course, you're going to incorporate things like that.
yeah.
And honestly, I'm glad that they did it because superheroes are big right now. People are loving this stuff. So if you really want to get a message across, this is kind of your medium to do it.
Well, and I think, and I agree, Luke Cage, and again, I have shitty taste in movies, but Luke Cage is the best out of all of them, in my opinion. And I loved it for the character that he was in Jessica Jones, that you see him turn into in Luke Cage, and how he gets from being, I don't want to be any part of this, to know this is what I have